Oh, what's up? You got the show cracking already. Oh, there you go. He on mute. Good, keep him on mute. What's going on, everybody out there in podcast land? Philly Uncensored Sports Podcast is in the building. Sixers coming up with a huge beatless victory. Good bounce back game for Maxey. Oh, let me turn my alerts off. Blowing up like Maxey did.
Phil Evans hating early.
He said, "Now this is a bounce back game for Maxey, not that 2 of 23." I mean, listen, everybody can have a bad game. Yeah, I mean, superstars, the greatest of all time, the goats of goats, they have bad games. So I'm not mad at Maxey for having a bad game. He actually been having an incredible year. His stats, I remember somebody put up, "What's going on, Zig? What's up, DB Sports?" I remember somebody put up a highlight not too long ago that his stats was very reminiscent of what's his name, Derrick Rose MVP year. The numbers that he putting up. So this is a phenomenal year that Maxey's having, and the game tonight, I mean, show what kind of player he is. He's very hard to stop going to the basket when he gets a full head of steam. He's one of the fastest players in the league. Kind of remind me of I wish like De'Aaron Fox a little bit. Just his speed and his quickness to the rack, how he can accelerate, go from 0 to 100. And most of the times, if you don't have somebody underneath the basket to help you as a defender, he's gonna blow past you. And a couple times they did. He got a shot blocked a couple times trying to go to the rack, but it was the help defender coming over. A couple times he actually could have passed it. I know Morris on one shot in particular, he probably could have passed it to Morris to get an easy basket, but he tried to take it. But all that being said, man, it was a huge victory. It's a good team victory. A lot of people stepped up. Morris stepped up huge in the fourth quarter. Had 9 points, knocked down, got the 4-point play. I know Ethan was hating on him in our chat, but he came through. Philly native did his thing. And but what's your thoughts? I mean, it's a lot to talk about in this game. That's why I had to get on tonight, even though I'm tired. But go ahead, what's your thoughts?
All right, so he's play hard. No, look, it was a bounce back game for Maxey. Toby up and down with me. I'll be on such an emotional swing with Toby. He makes it. So I got an echo somewhere. I don't know who it is, but Toby.
I don't hear nothing.
He makes some great baskets. Then all of a sudden he turned the ball over, but he played well tonight. Morris played well. Oubre was playing well. I don't know why he ain't getting no burn. Well, I'm gonna say this. At first, I didn't know why he didn't get any burn in the second half. He played Morris a lot. But I guess that's because that was against Moore's first team, so they wanted to kind of give him burn like that. Was that the reason? He did play well, but Oubre was playing well also. You know, I like Oubre. He adds athleticism and things like that. Maybe they thought Morris played better defense, but he balled in the fourth. He balled in the fourth, came through in the clutch. Pat Bev hit some big shots too. He hit some big shots. Paul Reed, I'm a little out on Reed this year so far. He didn't seem like he's not impressing me right now. He's not taking full advantage of his minutes he's getting, but we'll see how it turns out. But the young team running down the floor, man. Van Vliet, how you say it? Fleet. Oh, he was balling. He was balling. I know we had a discussion about him, how he's undersized and things like that. Tim was hating on him. Wayne was hating on him, but he plays well. He can shoot that 3 ball.
He can.
So, I mean, it was a good win without Joel Embiid. We're gonna talk about Joel Embiid a little bit later, but it was a good win. It was a good back-to-back win because before the other win, we was like 0-4 without Joel this year, I think. So it was a good back-to-back win without Joel Embiid. Maxey did step up. Are we still looking for the third scorer? I don't know. Y'all let me know.
All right. It was a good game. Real encouraged by the bounce back from Maxey. He still hasn't. His 3-point shooting is still a little streaky. He was like 2 of 9 tonight, but I mean, he gave us 42 points. He and 50% shooting, so he did very good.
15 free throws.
Yeah, they actually got some love from the free throw line. We still need to upgrade at that shooting guard position. I mean, I don't think Melton is the answer for our the shooting guard. If we want to make a serious run in the playoffs, I just don't believe in him. He's too streaky. He's like, you talking about streaky Tobias. Man, Melton is just as streaky, if not worse. So I'm a little concerned about that. But you can't take nothing away from what they did tonight, especially with Embiid taking that injury.
Yeah, but they not. First of all, Houston was missing some of their stuff. Houston not a good team. Who was they missing? Weren't they missing a starter tonight or two?
Yeah, what's the boy from tonight? What's the guy that they picked up from Memphis?
But I don't know. But we did go on we did travel, So
talking about the light skin boy. What's it? Ethan one Ethan loves so much.
Who? Oh yeah, he ain't played tonight. The ball, he ain't played tonight. I can't even think of the ball name. Dylan Brooks. You're right, Phil. Dylan Brooks and Jabari Smith. Yeah. What we would have won when they played, I don't know. But you got to take into consideration. We did travel. The plane got delayed or something. They got to Houston late. You got to take all that into consideration, man. And we won. So,
I mean, I agree with who was that? Somebody, X-Man. He said Houston on the come up. I agree. They almost had 3 players score 30 points. I mean, and the other one that didn't, the ball Shagun had 28. That's what I'm saying. But because we a good team, like they are an up and coming team. They got young gunners. Like you said, Van Fleet. I always like Green, and he seemed to be improving his game consistently as he goes in the league. Shagun, Shogun, however you say his name. He was using whoever they put on him. He got some nice moves under the basket. I had to give my man credit. He got some good footwork underneath that basket. And Paul Reed, who's actually, in my opinion, a pretty solid defender, he had Paul Reed jumping all over the place. Like anytime I see Paul Reed play dudes, when I've seen Paul Reed play significant minutes against even Giannis, I thought they played Giannis pretty well. But when he played Al Horford ain't the scorer, but anytime when he was against Al Horford, I thought he played well. But Shagun had him jumping all over the place. Like he got moves. But
I noticed Paul Reed B-ball Paul falls for the pump fake a lot. If you ever watched him play,
the double pump fake, he falls for that. He falls for that second pump fake joint.
He falls for the lot. And Bull was big too. The Bull big,
but he finishes around the basket nice.
He does.
Paul Reed, once he gets around
Paul Reed do?
He finishes around the basket.
No, he do. No, I agree with that. I agree with that too. I was about to say that I was watching the game. For some reason, when he shoot it don't look like it's going to go in. But when he around the basket, he don't miss that much around the basket. Now he's not a scorer like that, but when he get his little putbacks and his tip ins, he don't miss much. I know you a little mad because Shagun was using him all up and all this, but do we want to see more from Paul? Yeah, but Paul is who he is. He a backup center. Like that's what you're gonna get from me, a backup power forward / center. And that's
I agree. I agree with Phil Evans' assessment. I don't know if he seems uncoordinated. Maybe the game speed ain't catch up. He's overplaying sometimes, and I don't know what he overplays a lot sometimes. But
Ryan, I don't know how we can get Mikal Bridges, but I agree if we can get Mikal in here, that'll take us to the next level.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we should have never lost him. That he should have been in the team. So I agree with all that. With Mikal Bridges, he would have been Tobias. We'd have never had to get Tobias Harris if we'd have had Mikal Bridges. But we got Toby. Toby played decent tonight. Tim is hating on him. Toby in the clutch though, he come up lame. Toby is like a 1 through 3rd quarter kind of player. It's rare in the 4th quarter Toby going to give you some crazy buckets in the 4th quarter. Every now and then he might surprise you, but for the most part, when it's time to make a big shot, Toby ain't going to make it. But he played good 1 through 3.
Ethan, to answer your question, we still need that third person. We still need a third person. We need the trade for a trade. We need the serious trade for that third player. I mean, if you go back to that Miami game, because that Miami game tells, because that's who's going to be there in the end. It's going to be Miami, Milwaukee, and Boston. And so I hate to say this though, but we ain't ready for Miami, and we're not ready for Boston.
I think we're ready for Miami. I think we're ready for all of them.
We're ready. Miami, I ain't concerned about Miami.
I think we're ready for all of them. I mean, could we improve our chances? Yes. I still think we should try to go at the point guard and let Maxey be a scorer like he was tonight. Maxey wasn't trying to facilitate tonight. Maxey was taking that ball to the rack. He was playing very aggressive. He was going to score. This is where I feel personally that Maxey is at his best when he could pass even as a shooting guard still, but when he's trying to be aggressive and he's trying to score, that's when he had his best. That's when you got Shaq and Kobe. That's when you got, Embiid and Maxey is the new Shaq and Kobe. You keep them two and you get a solid point guard, I think we're gonna be all right. And you let Melton come back off the bench where he probably should.
Yeah, that Melton belong on the bench. But here's why I said it. Remember last year, Miami wasn't projected to do no run either. But look what they did. It's always the case. I guess what they say, the Miami way, or however they call it. But their defense is strong. Whatever type of zone that they put on players, it shuts them down. I mean, you could be an elite scorer, but you saw what they did to Maxey. Remember, they lost Gabe Vincent, and they lost the ball. I think his name Matt Strus. They lost them.
You think they're going to do it to Maxey every time? You think Maxey going? You think they can shut down Maxey every time?
You see Miami make it to the finals 2 of the last 5 years.
You think they could do that?
They're strong.
Ask you a question. You think they could do that to Maxey every time?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I think in a 7-game series,
what beat in the lineup?
Come on, create matchup problems.
With Joel Embiid in the lineup.
I do because Joel is gonna match up against Bam, and then those guards, whoever's on Maxey.
You think Bam could guard Joel 1-on-1?
Do you understand? Do you know?
Do you think Bam could guard Joel 1-on-1? Is what I ask you. So if you're going to double Joel, how you going to double Maxey?
They're not going to double Joel. They're going.
Joel going to have 40 and 50.
They're not going to double Joel, and they're going to double Maxey, and you think Joel not going to go off? Like, you think Bam going to be able to control Joel, who Joel got size and height on? Come on, man.
Miami, do y'all understand Miami Heat? Like, I'm not joining.
Relax, Tim. Relax. Relax.
I'm not saying Miami trash, but what I'm saying from the Sixers this year, underneath a coach who's actually having all his players movement, all his players involved in the game. You're not stopping no Joel and Maxey. It's not who's combined to stop them two this year.
Who you think Joel can stop? It's the same situation.
Huh?
Joel's the big bad boy of the playoffs, but so the playoffs come. He's either he's not making out the first round, he's injured, so he's not even going to be himself.
But now we're talking about injured.
He's not injured, man. He's not injured. He's rusting. We know why Joel not playing.
I know, Gold Ray. This is Tim. This is classic Sixers fan.
We know why Joel not playing. I'm
telling you, you need that third player. We need to make it.
I'm not saying we don't, but I'm just saying my whole thing is I told you what I feel we need. You particularly saying we need a scorer. I'm saying I think we just need a solid player like a Brogdon or somebody. I don't think it necessarily needs to be a Zach LaVine. I think when you got Joel and Maxey doing a thing, you got scoring coming from you got whatchamacallit who could average 19, 20 points a game. He already showed you. Kelly Oubre. You got Tobias who's averaging 17. Now, whether he turned to 10 points in the playoffs, all right, that probably be the case. But now you got Maxey who's going to give you 25 to 30. You got B who going to give you close. I'm confident B this year playoffs he's going to give you about 30, close to 30. I'm very confident about that.
He needs to give you 30 plus in play. If he's giving you 30 plus in the regular season, he needs to give you 30 plus in playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
They need to find a way to keep him.
You play against the better teams in the playoffs, so if your average goes down slightly, that's not
the playoffs. The superstars, make your
stars shine in playoffs.
Exactly. You're supposed to get 35. You average 35 in the regular season.
You realize you realize it don't always work like that. For most,
name me a superstar that happened to.
Most all superstars average probably don't average what they average in the playoffs come the regular season. I mean, average in the regular season what they do in the playoffs. Pull the stats.
Who you want me to look at? They all go up. We had this before.
Who you consider? Who you consider a superstar? Let's go to KD. Look at KD years in OKC where he averaged, and then look at Steph Curry. Look at LeBron. Look at LeBron might be a little different because LeBron is the goats, but even look at Jokic last year where his numbers.
We already talked about that. He went up every year. Joker went up in the playoffs.
Superstars don't regress come playoffs.
I'm not saying they regress, but a lot of times you play against the better team. So sometimes even if their points go up, sometimes the field goal percentage might go down. So you're playing against a better team every night. So when you get to the second, third round, you're playing against defenders who key on you all the time. So I'm not saying your points going to dip significantly, but you saying Ethan saying if he's giving you 30,
but
he's
Joel's
in the playoffs.
Here's the difference though. Joel's points do dip significantly.
That last year when he had bad coaching. Yeah, I know.
It's not bad, but that's just Joel. That's who he is.
Kevin Garnett in 2013-14 at OKC, Kevin Garnett averaged regular season 32, playoffs 30.
See, that's what I'm saying. Didn't I just say that?
No, that's totally different. I say he got to stay in the 30.
He went down, but my point is he went down. My point is he went down.
Okay,
just
but last year he averaged 32 and went down to like 24.
I know. I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying that's okay. I'm just saying. I said if he averages 30, you said he needs to average 33. I said if he averages 30, that's fine. Even if he give me 29, 30 points a game, I'm cool with that. Yeah, I don't mind his average going down because you're playing against tougher opponents every night. This is what happens in the NBA. I'm telling you, even when KD played against Boston, somebody just brought that up. I forgot about that. He's averaging 20 points against Boston and got swept. You playing against a tougher opponent.
First of all, he lost half his team in that series. So don't act like it was just them playing with everybody. They wasn't loaded. Kyrie went down. Everybody went down.
No, we're not talking about Kyrie. We playing that series.
He went down in that series. He didn't play that series. He went down.
You talking about the series that he missed the shot and got eliminated. I'm not talking about that series. I'm talking about the series when they got swept by not the 7-game series. I'm talking the series they got swept. Was that last year, 2 years ago?
But Kyrie wasn't didn't play that series.
Yes, he did play that series.
And neither was Harden.
Kyrie played that series. Let's go pull the stats.
Roll it up.
Go ahead. Listen, man.
What do y'all think? I get on
it. You got to understand if you are the leading scorer on your team, you can't drop us so much.
I know you can't. I'm just saying that. I understand that. I'm not expecting a massive drop off.
And here's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like last year was a massive drop off. We don't need that.
I agree with that. I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
You're saying that you're not going to play well in the playoffs. Then you can't be ball dominant in the regular season. You got to let other boys shine so they can be able to.
2022-21. That was the first round. Kyrie played 4 games. He averaged 21 points, and they got swept. Kyrie and KD was there. Yes, against Boston.
He got hurt.
Any other questions?
He got hurt. He was injured. He wasn't playing.
Okay. All right. Hey, Phil, exactly, Tim. What did Tim say that makes you say exactly what Tim? Don't make me put you in the same category as Tim. Tim said nothing that makes you say exactly. Nothing. Not nothing so far. So what are we talking about?
You need stars. What I'm saying. And
listen, we got stars. We got Maxey and Embiid. So can we add another? I don't know what's going on with Oubre minutes, but I guess the coach will probably figure that out. Oubre can give you night, like Ephraim said, and Toby can give you. So I mean, a solid point guard. I agree, we need that. I agree, we need a solid point guard. I guess they got looking to find them. I know everybody was high on the dude from Chicago, but I heard he's off the table. White ball, can't think of his name. They actually wanted him over your boy Tim
Levine.
Yeah, they ain't want Levine. They wanted I can't think of boy name now. Boy from the Lakers. Boy used to play in the Lakers. White boy point guard. Huh?
I think it started with a C. I forget his name.
Yeah, I can't even think of his name right now.
I take DeRozan. If I'm the Sixers, I would go.
No, why? He's not a point guard. He's the same player as Maxey.
He's a better. He'll be upgrade from.
We need a point guard. DeRozan the same player as Maxey. Why would you do that? Why would you make a lateral move?
Caruso.
I know. I said that. Go Ray. Thank you.
Why would you make a lateral move? Would you rather have DeRozan or D'Anthony Melton next to Maxey?
Of course,
you gotta have a point guard though. You gotta have a point guard.
Yeah, Tim would want everybody shooting the ball like it's the All-Star game.
It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work.
He just want everybody just chucking up shots.
What I want is somebody that's gonna make the shot, take the shot, and make it.
I still don't like your boy Covington. I still don't like it.
That's Tim and Emo boy. They love some.
Take a layup to save his life. You see how he went to the lane to make a layup and got stripped in the ball from Van Fleet? How Van Fleet? You shouldn't even have the ball that low that Van Fleet gonna get the ball from you when you trying to drive in the lane and make a layup. The ball Covington, man. It's terrible.
I agree. No, I agree. Hey, listen, MOTC, you can't hate on Joker. Joker, his game and the way he played with that team, you can't hate on that. He did what he was supposed to do. He stepped up, playoff time. And Ethan's right. He actually increased drastically increased his averages in the playoffs from 26 to 30 points a game. I think 31 last year. So
okay,
can't hit on that. And they won the championship. So you can't hit on that. But listen, I'm not saying be can't. I'm not saying no. Okay. Exactly what am I saying? You tell me what I'm saying. You want to interrupt. You tell me what I'm saying. What am I saying?
Stars, as the competition goes up, you ain't gonna score as much. And you got a perfect example of Joker went and took off.
Normally that's the case. I'm gonna tell you what Joker's advantage was. Joker's advantage was there wasn't no real big men in the West. Joker ain't have no real big man competition in the West. Who they play against? Who did they play? They beat the Lakers, Anthony Davis, frail dude. Who else they play?
Didn't he go up against Bam?
Huh? I don't know what he averaged in the finals. I just know he averaged in the playoffs. I didn't see the final. And Bam, listen, Bam is actually an undersized big man. This is what I'm saying. You acting like Bam is some behemoth of a big man. Bam is he's strong, he's athletic, but he's undersized. How tall is Bam? What, he's 6'10"?
Yeah, 6'9". I think he's 6'9", 6'10".
That's what I'm saying. He's undersized. Yeah. Joker and them is 7 feet.
The Miami Heat went through everybody last year.
He's not talking about Miami. We talking about big men. And that's why I said Joker had an advantage because he was the biggest big man on the court in the West Coast. Should hopefully come this playoffs show that he's the biggest big man in the East Coast, and we should dominate in the playoffs.
You know what? Remember how the Lakers won in the bubble against Joker? Remember who had to play Joker, right?
Who, LeBron?
One way to throw his name around out there, boy, Dwight Howard. Remember Dwight Howard came in there, a real big man against Joker?
Yeah. That's a legitimate big man, though.
He actually turned the tides of that and gave Joker some problems because he's a real center.
A legitimate, this is my point. A legitimate big man. That's why Tim is acting
doing a lot of shady stuff to Joker on the low, but you know what I'm saying?
He might have Joker question himself after the game.
Yeah, Joker was probably like, what type of D is he playing?
But so Joker capitalized against an opportune situation. But I'm not hating on him. He's a great player, but he did have some size advantage going into the playoffs. But so should Joel Embiid, and underneath a good coach with another player stepping up like Maxey, showing how he can score, other role players adding some athleticism to the team like Oubre, adding a dude with some heart and baller. Because before we was all caught up on, Wayne and Tim was all caught up on what's his name, PJ Tucker, and how much heart he had and all this other stuff like that. But now we got a legitimate dude like Morris with some heart and can knock down the shot, not scared to shoot the ball. So that's huge. North Philly native coming in there with the real heart, not that fake phony stuff. He coming in there with some real heart and he can score. That's huge, bro. That's huge.
He's a better version of PJ by far. I definitely agree with that.
PJ can't even get on the court anymore. You see that? He can't even he won a trade. Imagine a 0-0, a 0-0 guy demanding a trade. Can you believe? I'd have released him. A 0-0 dude demanding a trade.
Yeah, I agree. He just needs to be cut. They don't want to cut him because they don't want to just give away all that money like that.
They don't want to Russell Wilson. I mean, is that Russell Wilson? Yeah, $142 million. He about to get.
That's about to happen.
So they owe him $142 million. They released him. They told him take a pay cut or
don't come back. Huh?
Restructure your contract or they're going to bench you. $142 million and sit on the bench. I'm taking that $142 million. You be a fool. You restructured that contract.
Yeah, I'm taking $102 million.
So they said
me too.
He can sign a veteran. They said he could sign a veteran minimum anywhere, and he'll still get his money from. Denver.
We got enough players. I think actually somebody was talking about Tatum inside the Garden State. Who wants to stop Tatum? A couple people said Tatum going to stop Tatum. Tatum does struggle sometimes with big moments, but I think we got enough athletes on the team and enough length on the team to be able to defend against Tatum with Kelly Oubre, with Tobias, with Morris, Marcus. We got Marcus, right? With Marcus Morris. So we got enough length on the team.
We don't have enough. I don't know why
we got enough on the team. Stop. Just cool out.
We got enough.
And we got Joel. They don't got that other big man no more either. So Joel should
They
really
do.
put
They
him
got
on
Porzingis. They got Porzingis and Al Horford.
Porzingis can't handle Joel.
Nope, can't do nothing with him.
All right, I like how y'all are so confident.
Can't do nothing with him.
When Joel coming back? After he's still on holiday?
No, he coming back.
He'll be back after the holidays.
He coming back.
After
he took a mid-season vacation.
He coming back. Listen, Boston only got inside the Garden. Okay, he inside the. Okay, he a Boston fan. Welcome, Boston fan. I just put 2 and 2 together. All right, look, Boston is a good team. Let's talk about that real quick. We got a Boston fan, so I know you want to hear us, dote over your Boston Celtics, who have the best record in the East right now. Did y'all take the best record? I know Minnesota lost a couple nights ago. Y'all might have reclaimed the best record in the league. Y'all have a very good team. All right. There's no doubt about that. Thank you, Inside the Garden City Letter Pie. I appreciate that. There's no doubt about that. Right. I'm not discounting or discrediting what Boston has built, because I do think y'all lost a little bit of y'all grit in that trade, but y'all gained some things. Porzingis is a good interior scorer. He actually came through. He was y'all leading scorer the other night. I watched when y'all beat who was that? Oh, when y'all beat Detroit. Y'all should have lost that game, Detroit, by the way. Detroit was up by like 19. How did Detroit? I was so mad. I wanted y'all. No hate on Inside the Garbage.
Whoa.
What?
I didn't know the Timberwolves had the best record. Where was I at? I didn't know they had the best record in the league.
I said this when we beat the Timberwolves like 3-4 podcasts ago, bro. What type of time you on?
No, I did not know they was balling like that.
Timberwolves
I did not know that.
Timberwolves is definitely balling. But
so I say the Twin Towers over there is working. It's the Twin Towers they got over there working.
Well, Anthony Edwards too. He blacking out right now. He playing MVP quality ball. But I say all that to say, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a good game. But I think we have a roster. We have constructed a roster this year and a coach to play better than we did last year. Now, keep in mind, even with dribble, pass Harden, dribble, shoot Harden, we took y'all to 7. Harden had a couple games in there. I'm not necessarily hating on Harden because he had some solid games, but he fell flat game 7, probably due to Scott Foster. That's a whole nother conversation that we had before. Joel Embiid didn't come up big at all, and we dropped that game. I don't think that's happening again this year with the way this team is playing, with the way this team is constructed, with Maxey coming into his own. I don't see that happening this year. I don't see that happening. I see Sixers ending up in the Eastern Conference Finals at least, and more than likely in the finals. That's what I'm going.
The only way I see it happening is that we actually make a trade. If we don't make a trade, that's not going to happen. Boston Celtics, we don't match up with Boston because they have 2 dynamic guards that will cancel Maxey out. Regardless of what Maxey does, he's not going to average 40 points a game. But guess what? Those top 2 guards will average over 40 points a game. So that's going to hurt us.
Average over what? 40?
The 2 of them, the combination of Derek White and Drew Holiday, they'll get over 40 points a game easy.
Nah, no, they won't.
Why won't
Jaylen Brown? If you say Jaylen Brown and Drew Holiday,
you think Drew and Derek White gonna average 20 a game?
No, that's not.
Man. No.
They'll get them. They'll be a lot better.
In all honesty, bro, Drew have you been watching Drew? Drew is a great defender. Offensively, he's very streaky. He like Tobias Harris almost offensive. I'm telling you, Drew is very streaky offensively, bro.
But defensively, and that's my concern is the defense.
Derek's averaging 16 this year.
How much is Drew averaging?
Derek White's averaging 16 this year, up from 12 last year.
And tell me his field goal percentage.
42% from 3. Derek White, I just looked at his 3.
With Drew, now
42%. He's actually shooting 59 from.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
He's shooting like 50 from 2.
Oh,
Derek White is.
So, and how much does Drew have average?
Drew average like what?
13.
Told you. What's he shooting? What's Drew field goal percentage? I bet you it's low 40s.
And he think they're gonna be it's 46. It ain't bad.
That's not too bad.
But exactly. I was looking at Minnesota. The ball.
They're still not averaging 40 between them.
I'm telling you, they're gonna average 40 between
the
playoffs.
No, they're not.
How do you go average? First of all, they can't. If you say, like I said, if you say Derek White and Jaylen Brown, they stand a better chance of doing that.
Yeah,
Not no Drew Holiday. Bro.
Okay. So I'll say that Jaylen Brown and Derek White. That's still a problem.
And I'll say Maxey. Okay. I say Maxey between Maxey and Melton can average 42. Maxey can average.
I'll say Oubre. I want to say
no. Melton can give you 15. If Melton gives you 15 and Maxey gives you 25, what's the math on that? That's
Melton. I give you.
What you won't, because that's why
Melton gave you 15.
That's what's Melton averaging so far this year.
That's why Memphis traded DeAnthony Melton, because they saw he was a problem.
He's 24 years old and traded when he was 22. Come on, man. Stop.
He averaging 12.
He is who he is.
There you go.
What did he do last year in the playoffs?
That's him and Maxey right now is giving you what? Maxey averaging 26 and he averaging 12. So what's the math on that? They give you 38. They give you 38 points a game right now. They give you 38 right now a game.
You're not gonna get that from DeAnthony Melton. You're just not.
You got a better chance. You got a better chance of getting that from Melton and Maxey than you got for Drew and Derek White.
I said, I corrected. I said Jaylen Brown and Derek White, or Jaylen Brown and Drew. Take your pick.
Jaylen Brown will get cuffed by Melton like he did last time.
No, he not.
Melton did disappear in the playoffs. He had one good game, Abdul. He did.
He did. But he's still young. Melton 24. I expect a little bit more from that. And listen, I'm not even saying that. Listen, I've been on a record to say, so don't get Tim. Don't try to act like you the oracle. I've been on a record from the very beginning to say I want a better point guard. I want Melton on the bench and a better point guard.
Why you betting the house on him if you so sure that he's not?
I'm just saying if we don't do no moves, I'm still not scared. I'm not completely afraid like you are.
You should be scared.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not paranoid. I've never been scared. That's your trait. You shook. Ain't no such thing as halfway through.
You're
scared to death. He's scared to look.
He is. Close your eyes.
All right. Meanwhile, we lose the series again. Going out second round.
Don't panic. Listen, we got a lot of season left. Stop panicking already, man. Relax.
I'm saying make the trade.
Enjoy the season. We still got up to the halfway point, man. Relax. Enjoy the season.
You only got like 2 more. You only got about a month and a half. You need to enjoy these games.
Enjoy the win. Congratulate Morris, Marquise, Marcus, whatever one he is. They probably switched. It probably was the other one tonight. They probably traded places.
We got
inside the garden. Tatum is a little streaky, bro. What was Tatum numbers in the playoffs against us in that 7-game series? We talking about playoff time. Remember what happened against Golden State the previous year when he got strapped a little bit against my man Wiggins.
Yep.
My man Wiggins did the thing.
That's Tim.
So I mean, I'm just telling you, his track record in the playoffs has not been the best, bro.
He dropped 50 on us. He gave us 50.
That was a great game in Game 7. Actually, he had 52. I was mad at him because he broke Curry's record. Curry, like 2 days before, dropped 50 and had the all-time scoring for Game 7. And then Sixers let this clown. I'm not gonna call him a clown. I like Tatum a little bit, but they let him come in and drop 52. That was egregious.
Sixers need to. Let me ask you this: is LeBron young bull coming out next year in the draft?
Come on, y'all.
Baby Bron.
Yeah, Bron. Ain't whoever get Baby Bron getting Bron. Ain't that how it's going?
Pretty much.
According to Bron.
He want to play with his son. Speaking of playing with his son,
he was X-Men. That's what I said. He didn't play good against Golden State at all. There was great defense. We can play great defense in that playoff. Huh?
Joel Embiid.
He want to play with his son.
Opening toys on Christmas Day. Because he wanted to play.
Hey, Bootzilla, you're right. Hey, Tim, post that. Post what Bootzilla just said. He said Tim cries about everything. That's absolutely right. He cries and he's scared. You know what a scared man does? A scared man cries. That's what they do. They shook. Tim crying. He paranoid. He's sweating every time he wake up. Cold sweats. Tim scared like that.
No, it is because y'all driving off a cliff. I'm like, no, we ain't driving off this cliff. We're gonna fix the problem now. There's an issue. We need to upgrade at the position so we'll be better equipped to win it all. Second round of playoffs don't work for me no more, y'all. I don't know why it worked for y'all. Why y'all think?
We go to the Eastern Conference Finals at least. We probably get to the final. I'm actually hedging my bets on Sixers getting to the finals this year.
Not with this roster.
The Eastern Conference Finals or the NBA Finals?
NBA Finals. We get that.
Not with this roster.
I think we can get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Joel Embiid and Maxey is the new Shaq and Kobe.
Depending on who we play, I think we will get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Tim Whitlock. I actually like that. Thank you for that. Can I live? Yes. Tim Pompey. Yeah, put all the other names up there. Tim Pompey.
Listen, all I'm saying is Joel last year, in the first round of playoffs, he didn't even make it out of the first round of playoffs. He had to skip 2 games. He missed the first game of the Boston series and the last game of the New Jersey series. Now, we need to make sure that we can still go on and win some games with or without him. We need that third scorer.
Who, Joel Embiid?
Joel Embiid. He didn't even finish the New Jersey series.
Listen, man, he gonna play in the playoffs. Relax. Playoffs didn't get here yet. He ain't even hurt right now. He's on vacation.
Listen, I know Abdul. Listen, Abdul, hear me out. I didn't say he was Kobe. I said they are the 2023/24 version. They're the closest thing to Shaq and Kobe right now and beating Maxey. They're the closest thing to Shaq and Kobe that we gonna see anytime soon. That's all I'm saying.
They probably closer to Patrick Ewing and John Starks.
Don't do that. Don't do that. This is Shaq and Kobe.
That's probably a closer comparison.
To
who? John Starks and Patrick versus Kobe and Shaq.
I'm not even going to comment on that. Anyway, like I said, what we see right here is a very close.
John Starks,
this is a very close comparison to Kobe and Shaq, and the role players that we have. What I like about this team is, could we get better? Yeah, but everybody seems to fit in a place really nice, and the coaching has been solid. The Nick Nurse been hitting on all cylinders. Who would have thought we was going to win this game? A lot of people thought, like Ethan said, all the stuff that happened before the game. We was in Houston. We was down. Everybody thought we was going to lose. We rallied back. He pushed the right button. And we won the game. So I'm confident what I'm seeing going forward. I'm confident.
Yeah, I like what Nurse doing. Yeah, I got no complaint with Nick Nurse.
I have no problem with Nurse. I also understand. I saw that Miami game, and I saw what they did to Maxey, and Maxey couldn't do nothing. All that shooting, all that, and he was paralyzed out there. And it's all because of that defense that Miami plays, that Spoelstra implements, where everybody can rotate. Everyone in their teams, they all like in perfect shape. They all can rotate on different players. That was the issue with Boston last year. Boston had nothing. They couldn't do nothing with Miami last year. As great as their players were, couldn't do nothing with them.
Starks had some decent years.
P.S. Assassin, I'm not going. He made a comment. He said, "You keep complaining about needing number 3." Talking about Tim. He said, "This is the first time Joel had a consistent number 2." Well, he did have Jimmy Butler on the team.
Harden wasn't consistent.
Huh?
Harden wasn't consistent.
Harden field goal percentage was very suspect. Remember, Harden was averaging around like 41%, something like that.
So the playoffs or regular season?
Just career. I mean, with the hair, Harden didn't shoot. I think Harden was shooting 30% for a while with the Sixers. I don't check his Sixers stats. I don't think Harden got above 45% with the Sixers. I think he was averaging around 41, 42%.
Toby been very consistent with Joel Embiid. Y'all can say what y'all want about Toby, but he has been consistent.
No, not as a number 2 scorer. He's been as consistently a number 3 option. A number 2 is giving you 20 plus points. Toby highest average, I think, with us was 18 maybe. Toby's solid as a number 3 option. This is all I've been saying about.
He's not solid as a number 3 option.
No,
number 4.
Solid he's a solid number 3 regular season. Now the playoffs, I give it to you, he might go down to a number 4 option. But this is why I personally feel we need a point guard who will be a solid number 3, and that moves Maxey into an aggressive scoring shoot guard. This is my opinion on the matter. You want another scorer. I just think we need another solid scorer like a point guard.
What if Harden, I'm going to say this about Harden. He did average 40. He did average 20 both seasons. One year he shot 40% his first year. He terrible. Second year he shot 44. But he's back up to shooting about his regular 47. Well, he shot 44 last year, and that's his career average is 44%. So right now in the Clippers, he's shooting 47, even though he's averaging less and he's doing less assists. Is that because the Sixers was trying to get him to play out of his position, out of his natural game?
No, he got stars. He also got the Paul George. He got Kawhi. Kawhi hasn't missed a game yet this year.
But he only averaged. Hold on, he only averaged 7 assists a game. He averaged 10 with the Sixers.
The talent is there. He's not playing with Shake Milton. He's playing with actually good players.
Well, he's playing with Joel Embiid. He was playing with another star.
Good players.
He's playing with Maxey. He's playing Joel Embiid and Maxey. Maxey had a better year than he did. So what are you talking about?
None of them are ball dominant. By the way, they all are sharing the ball.
And by the numbers of his assists, Harden's not being that ball dominant either. I don't know. I ain't watched the games. Exactly. Is he being ball dominant?
Kawhi has missed games. Kawhi ain't been playing that much lately.
Kawhi been how many? If he missed games as recently, he wasn't missing games.
Kawhi just missed a game. Didn't
Kawhi always misses games.
He hasn't been missing games this season. If he missed games, it may be 1 or 2 tops.
Kawhi ain't played the last 4 games.
Yeah. He about to miss his 4th game in a row.
Kawhi ain't played the last 4 games, bro. Stop.
This just happened. I guess he went on holiday.
4 games.
Yes, he was 4 straight games, bro. This is what Kawhi do, man.
Ephraim.
Tim put you in timeout, Phil? Tim, you put Phil in timeout?
No, I ain't put him in timeout. I mean,
I called him to the carpet, Phil. He denied it. So it probably was
my bad, MOTC.
MOTC.
He quick triggered with the timeout.
Yeah. He got that quick twitch finger muscle.
Tim had one good. Can't even call it. Jalen had one good year and a turnover machine. So what? Oh, it's moving too fast. So what that make him? Come on, somebody keep moving. Stop commenting. Coming at Maxey. He says, "Okay, so what he's saying? So why you coming at Maxey when you drove Jalen up off of 1 year? Listen, don't call my man Jalen a turnover machine. He just having it's just some things ain't go right this year for him. But all that being said, Jalen's still the man. He gonna redeem himself. We gonna bounce back. We gonna actually make a Super Bowl run. I'm telling y'all that right now.
Who the Sixers play next? When our next game, Tim?
We play tomorrow night.
Who we play?
Forget.
Is Joel playing? We on a West Coast swing?
No.
Do we play?
No, we ain't.
Play the Bulls. Play the
Bulls
tomorrow night. Houston ain't West Coast. No. Joel meeting us over there or no?
I don't know because I think it's his son's birthday party. I'm not sure.
Okay. There we go. Well, look, I gotta get off. This is it for me. I'm out. Sixers did a good job.
Killing Joel all year. Ephraim all day. Ephraim ain't want to hear it.
They got
listen, y'all. I'm not worried about Joel taking days off to be with his family. I'm cool with that. I don't care.
You shouldn't be cool because if it comes down to it that we miss home field advantage or home court advantage by 1 or 2 games, and this just what happened that he decided he wanted to take off and spend time with his kid.
Did we lose?
Come on.
We not Boston fans. Sixers instrumental. We don't care what Tatum do.
Tatum took off.
John Morant, I heard going off too. Josh, he trying to reclaim the throne. It was a lot of disrespect on his name. It was a lot of disrespect on John's name. He trying to come back to reclaim the crown.
He was at a sip and paint. They said Joel was at a sip and paint.
Yo, let him live. Let the big man live. He good. Let the big man live.
Hey, let us know what Joel doing.
Right, Tim?
Yeah, we're gonna be back on tomorrow. Hopefully, Wayne will show up. He been under the weather a little bit. He been under the weather.
Boston should have lost that game against Detroit too. Dang, I was hot.
Do you fire Monty Williams right now? Do you let him try to get 1 win before you fire him?
They owe him $75 million. He signed like a $75 million deal.
That was Wayne. Remember Wayne was like
$75 million.
I told y'all Monty was goofy when they lost that finals to Milwaukee. I told y'all Monty was goofy back then. Didn't I say that? I was the first one to come out and say Monty was goofy for losing. Yes, I was.
No,
I said
I heard a lot of people say that before you did.
Ethan?
I heard a lot of people.
Ethan?
You did.
Thank you.
Coming out
Thank you.
His players wasn't getting along with him too.
He was goofy losing that finals. They should have almost swept Milwaukee in that finals. They should have almost swept. They was up 2-0 and he changed the whole philosophy. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. He stopped making Giannis shoot around the mid-range jump shots. He took away the wall that he was building, and he let Giannis go crazy man psycho, and that's why they lost that finals. That was dumb. That was dumb. But his problem. So now you really seeing what type of coach he is. Now, granted, he don't have the best team, but there's no way you should be losing 28, 29 straight games. That shouldn't happen. Shouldn't happen.
That's tanking for real.
Yeah.
They need to make some trades or something.
They about to have the all-time losing record in American sports history.
I heard they want Toby. Is trading Toby over there like disrespect to Toby?
It'd be funny though.
It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful.
That up, man. All right,
y'all.
Back on tomorrow.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, y'all. Make sure y'all. I be saying that, but can y'all really like the button? Like,
hit them likes. Get them likes up, man. Get that algorithm.
Everybody just push the like button right now.
Yeah.
Click. Right, y'all. Thanks for watching. We be on tomorrow after the game. Chicago Bulls, Sixers. Hopefully, Embiid will show up. We out.